What's doing? Welcome back. We've got another stock car. Let's go and have a look what we got. Today we have an RG, no, we have a Trailblazer. Pretty much the same as an RG Colorado, but wagon. This is completely stock. The only problem this thing had, which I've fixed, but the customer wants to fix more, is the intake runner issue. Now these have little intake fluffy boys inside. The EGR pumps hot air around, intake gets oil around, the carbon builds up and blocks those flaps. Throws up a code, I think it's P12AF, I'll throw the numbers in down below, and creates a problem. Dash lights on, lacking power, all that sort of stuff. So earlier in the week we cleaned the intake out, it fixed the problem. Spoke to the customer when he was picking the car up, and said, look, if you don't want this problem again, I can fix it. We turn it off, we can tune it, make more power, make more torque, better fuel economy, and you'll never have this intake problem ever again. He jumped up and down, was stoked. So that's what it's here for today. Basically down inside the intake manifold in there, some little valves, and they have problems with getting stuck and throwing lights because of the carbon buildup. So completely stock car. He has a catch cam, but it still has problems. Absolutely nothing done to this car at all. Just a family wagon, and he's come up from Brisbane to get this thing sorted out. So now I have run this up already. It's completely stock. And let's have a look at what's got. So what we got 116 kilowatts and 428 newton meters. It's nice, sorted. Like I said, it had an issue earlier in the week, but it's good now. But yeah, that's a stock run. So now I'll plug in and we'll get the tune put in this thing. Like I said, I've turned off the intake runners. EGR's gonna be sorted, and we'll have no more problems with that. And we're gonna get this thing making some power. So let's get the file loaded in. We'll get it run up. I'll show you what it looks like. It's pretty boring because it's only got a stock exhaust on it, so it's not gonna sound like anything. But you get to see it in the dyno, run it through, and then we'll see what it does. So we just use KES. I'm going to try and get some glare out. It's fun. We just use KES for reading and writing. So cycle through all the different protocols we need to do here to make this work. I have got it connected to a charger. So this is going to ID it. We're going to make it work, and we can proceed with the write. And it'll start writing this file in. But yeah, same as Colorado. Just write this file in and get into seeing how it goes. Alright, so we just ran it up. You've seen the run there. Like I said, nothing really exciting. It's just a Trailblazer, so there's no awesome noises, no awesome smoke, all that sort of stuff, which is a good thing. It's nice and quiet, no smoke, reliable. Alright, so now let's have a look at the dyno shit. So how do we go? So 116 and 428, now we're at 144 and 494. We don't push these things too hard. I'll show you some specs in a second, but you can see now good gains the whole way through the range, and we get rid of this little flat weird spot here, and the same with torque. Nice big torque gain all the way through the range. Let's have a look at some specs and see what we've got. Up a couple of little things here. So we've got our absolute pressure here, so we've got up a little bit more boost, got our AFR, give a little bit more fuel, and a little bit more rail pressure, and it sorts out all our problems. So you can see our intake air temps, 38 to 40 degrees. These actually work pretty well, considering it's 32 degrees in here today. 38 degrees ain't bad. So that's the Trailblazer. Colorado is probably a little bit different than when you have tyres, weight, all those sorts of things. But this one, the guy wasn't after power, he wasn't after torque. He was mainly just after that intake manifold runner problem. Super common problem. We generally do an intake clean that sorts it out. They can get really bad where the manifolds will come off and try and clean them out, but 9 times out of 10 we clean them, they're good. If you want information on that, we have got a video on that. I'll put a link in the description. But the way to really fix it, I guess, is to do a tune in it. It's not as cheap as doing the intake clean, but it fixes it forever. You'll have no more intake runner issues, picked up more torque, picked up more power, it's going to be better on fuel, it's going to be all round much better car. So as I said, don't need to do any upgrades, completely stock intercooler, stock intake piping, stock airbox. Now these things are prone to have problems, so if you do want to do an upgrade, hard pipe kit is a good upgrade. Mainly with this one, the one down there seems to last okay, but this one's split some carriers on. and if you have had them before, these pop off as well. I've had a couple of those pop off. So just to wrap up, a couple of videos ago I had someone comment about doing 0 to 60 speed test or 0 to 100. I've actually found my brake testing unit I do for road race can do that. So I haven't got time today, got too much on the go, but in the next one we do, I'll try and do a 0 to 60. So you can see 0 to 60 stock and 0 to 60 tune. So you can see obviously how much has increased power and torque, what does that do on your get-go. So that will come on the next one, so stay tuned for that. I don't know what's coming up next. There's a plethora of things happening, so make sure you hit that like, hit subscribe, make a comment down below. If there's a car you want to see in particular, I'll try and make sure if I get one in, I'll film it. If you have one of those cars, bring it in, let me film it. I may give you a deal, give some stickers, give some merch. Got some shirts on. Speaking of shirts, they're on our store as well, so you want to head over to our store. I'll drop a link down in below. We've got some merch over there. But apart from that, that's it for me today. So make sure you hit that like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.